Hey everyone, Scottish Sim Guy here and welcome back to the channel. So here we are on SAXLINGHAM Contractor, or Contracting should I say. This is episode 2 and we're just going to go down to the tractor here. Stuck the baler on, so there is some baling contracts, so we're going to just jump in the tractor. Going to jump onto baling contracts. So we've got 3 here. Field 10 square bales, 22,000 for that. That's a big field to bale, so there'll be a lot of work in that. Field 19, which is to be round bales, and that's obviously only 7 acres. That's 22 acres in field 10. And that one is for £7,526. And then down there, 12 acres, round bale again, 12,481. So I think I'm going to go for this one just now. So I'm going to accept the contract, and that's going to be field 10. Okay. So we're going to go and head away to field 10, and we're going to go and start doing some baling. Another good contract for us to do with plenty of money involved. So we'll go and we'll do that, and we'll we'll see how we get on with it. Not sure what other contract to do after that, right enough. Don't want to do another baling one now. So we'll go and get this out of the way, and then we'll see what is available after that, and then what we can actually do. So yeah, the good thing about it is there's plenty of contracts to choose from. Whether as time goes on, as you get into those winter months, those contracts start to die back. We'll just need to wait and see, but now there's plenty of contracts there and plenty of money to be made. And rather, as I said in the last episode, rather than just, you know, taking my time and doing all the contracts, I've sped up the time a little bit, and we'll just get on and see how we do it. Now there's that field 10 there. We'll soon find out, won't we? That's field 10 there. So there we go. That's the field that I have to bale in there. So I never actually purchased this with any square bale twine in it. So I'm going to have to fill. So what do I want? There we go. Just stick that stuff in, and then we will get in here, and we will, oh sorry, I need to unfold it, I forgot that. So get it unfolded, and yeah, this is obviously going to take a while to bale this field, but the good thing about being square bales is you can just continuously go, so we don't need to stop the round bales and let them out, so that was one advantage to it. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. It's going to be just a case of driving along. Now if I knew the width of the harvester that I suppose I could figure it out, but if you knew the width of the harvester, that you could set this up in the GPS, you know how big the header was, and then you can kind of figure it out from there. But yeah, we'll just do it manually. We'll not bother trying to figure that out. So we might end up more hassle, and it's worth just not getting it right. So yeah, we'll just work away. We'll get a run round the field anyway. Should I put the 4-wheel steer on there? So I'm going to do actually stick that 4-wheel steer on. No, that's crap. That's crap. There we go, that's better. Get round the corners a bit easier. So yeah, we'll get a whiz right round the whole field, and then I'll probably stick it on a time lapse to get the rest of the field done, because it is a big field. It's going to take a good bit of time, but we're getting through it. You know, we're at 3%. We've not got much done already, so we're getting there. Not even spat a bale out yet. So yeah, but no, looking forward to seeing how and where this little series goes. I actually seen a cracking mod today that I'd like with me doing, enjoying doing my farm builds and that. MA7 Studios have brought out, I think it's called the Ferret Cave barn or something like that, and it's just a kind of little add-on lean-to shed that's you can put 20 calves in, and it looks really good to add on to the farm. So I'm going to see if I can do a farm build somewhere, and I'm going to see if I can use them because they do look really good. I mean, you could stick cows in it. It says you can stick 20 in it, and it's just kind of older style, but all fed at the front, and I think there's a little passage at the back, but you kind of slot that up against another building, so it kind of does go well. I think it's kind of blue, that kind of light blue roof, so it'll go in well with some of the buildings that I've used on builds previously. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out on Mod Hub. It is, it doesn't obviously hold a lot, but I think one thing with it is you do need to add water into it. It's not got automatic water, so you will need to, if you are using it, put some water into it. But apart from that, it does look, it's got a kind of UK feel to it as well. You'd find it on a lot of farms, just the way it's set up and the way it looks. It does look really good. Let's see if we can get this round the corner here. Yeah, 4-wheel steer works an absolute treat. I don't even know how many bales we've dropped yet. I've not been looking or concentrating, but the thing about a square baler is you need to produce 2 bales to then to start picking any out. So that first run round the field, you feel as if you're not putting anything out it. But once you've got those chambers full, it'll just constantly kick a bale out every time you make a bale. But it's got to make 2 first. Oh, I think I have made a couple of bales. There's a bale over there. But so one run round the field, just coming up to finishing it off on at 13%. So there's another run round the field. I think there's one other end rig. So I mean, we should be close to 25%. So a quarter of the field done just by doing the end rigs. So hopefully it won't take us too long. But once I get up here, I'll stick it onto a time lapse, and then we can get this field out the way and get on with it, and then see what else there is to be able to do contracting wise, and what we can go and make some money from. Yeah, it's the old Crone baler. It's one of my favourites. Does the job. It's a square baler and it's cheap. I think it's only 12 grand to buy, so that's why I kind of always go for this. Or if I've got John Deere tractors, I end up always going for the John Deere one and stick it on the back. But the Crone one does the job, so it does. So I'm going to go and stick this on a time lapse, guys, and we'll catch you on the other side. Hey everyone, so that is that contract complete. So just going to fold up the baler. I'm going to go in and collect our money. Done. And then actually just going to nip in and see what contracts we've got. So we've got some bale wrapping. I think they're square bales. I don't have a square bale wrapper. I've only got the round bale wrapper. Don't want to do any more baling just now. There's more fertilizing to do. Field 36. 14,000 for that. Could go nip up and do that. That could be one to do. But I'm also thinking that we could potentially do some mowing. So there's field 29, 31, which they wouldn't take a lot. They're not big fields. And then there's 20. So I could do, and then spraying, there's Ted and grass. Yeah, so there is a bit of work we could do there. Do like the fertilising, so it's 14,000. I might go and cut farmland 20, so I might go and mow that. And then spread fertiliser for the last wee bit. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we'll go and accept this contract. So we're going to go and we'll do that one. So I'll head back, ditch this baler, stick the mower on, and then we'll go and mow field 20. And then see how long that takes us. And then we could go and spread fertiliser. And that's given us, we've just got 22,000, 21,000 for that. That gives another 21,000, which is going to give us, put us up to 80,000 in the bank. So definitely worth it. So we've basically doubled our money again today. So yeah, hitting that kind of 40,000 mark for 2 contracts. Obviously I had to pay 3,000 or 2,000 something for the baler twine, but yeah, we're getting the contract, so we're getting that money. It's obviously going to take us a while to get a massive amount of money, but we're getting there. So we'll definitely go and do a bit of moaning, kind of change it up a little bit. Don't want to do, I could go and do some more baling, I could potentially always just look at doing the contracts you're going to make the most money from, but then in turn as well I've got to kind of do a wee bit of variety and stuff like that. So we'll stick this baler back in the shed here and move that wrapper out the way and then get this mower. Yeah, and then we'll go and do field 20. I'll have a wee look in the map and see how we get into it. Ditch that in there. Stick this wrapper on. Not that I got a massive shed and everything could be like out the way each other. I just park things in front of you. What things that you find it difficult to get into another implement, so stick that there. Right, let's get this more on. So this is not really a setup I use. I just thought I'd start with a single mower. I usually use a double mower, or I use the triples. And the reason I usually use triples is it's dead easy to set up the GPS. I'm going to try GPS with this, but I don't know how it's going to go because obviously the mower sticks out the side and I don't know how to do the offset. I can't quite remember how to sort it out, but right, let's just have a little quick look on the map here. So up and out here along. So field 20's here, so I don't know if you get in off of there. I think you do. I don't think you must run off that track. which means I need to come in off of here. So it's the easiest thing to go up the way and along and back down and up that track. And I think it will be at the end of that wee track there, you'll get into that field because there's no crossing there. The crossing is there. There's one here as well, but it doesn't show yet. So is there a crossing? Best thing to do, go into construction, fly over and have a look. So field 20 there, yeah, you're getting off the end of that track, you get in there. Because there is no crossing. You're crossing into this one, the bridge is there, but there's no crossing. Yep, right there. Know where we're going now. Which means I am probably just as quick running around and going this way. Well, 6 and 2 3 really. Probably could have just went the other way. But go and knock out some mowing, something a bit different. See how we get on getting it set up. I will try and do the GPS, but sometimes you're just as well doing it without it. But it does make life a lot easier. So yeah, probably wanting to go and do another build on SAXLINGHAM as well, because I think I've done 2 builds on SAXLINGHAM, then the wee build here for doing that. So yeah, I don't know if that's a straight through road there. Don't think it is. Yeah, I could probably do doing another build. I need to get another build done soon. Gonna just wait to see if there's any new maps drop or anything like that. Not entirely sure if there is. UK ones anyway, but yeah, we'll probably get another build done here. I'll do another build in Kinleg even. I'm not entirely sure. We'll get another build done anyway. Just being back on SAXLINGHAM, I'm quite enjoying the map. So yeah, it's obviously suited to bigger kit right enough, but I do like the layout of it. Right, down here on the left hand side I think it is, and I kind of purposely kind of stayed away from doing farm builds on existing farms, but I do like the area of this one, and I think if I was maybe going to do a farm build, I'd do something along here and just completely change it. And we're having the dikes from Highlands Fishing DLC, it would just make it a little bit different. So maybe I kind of shout to do a little build down in here, right down here I think it is, but if I'm right, yeah it is, and then track goes along the bottom of the field along there, and we'll go in and get this mowed, see how long we are for time. I mean, it shouldn't take too long to knock out fertiliser if I want to go and spread some more fert. I think I'd need to buy some more fert to get that field finished straight enough, because I think I've run out. I've used up all that's in that hopper, so but the money I would get for it's, you know, won't pay for the fertiliser itself. So we'll just jump out here, open up this gate. Now, this is a thing that I've never done. But this more, so let's see how this goes. So we'll get it down, and what we'll do is we'll see if we can set up GPS. So the GPS saying, yep, so what I'm actually going to do is going to stick show lines on for this, just to It's got an offset of 2.9 metres, right, so it's got an offset already put in. Right, so I'm just going to, yep, so I want to do 3, right, let's go for that just now. Right, I was on, so, right, let's go for that. Right, so it's kind of got itself set up, so we'll see how it goes. First time round's always fine, you're kind of coming off. It just wants you to go round in circles, which is fine, but if you're working your way across or making breaks, that's when it kind of gets a little bit tricky. Right, so it just disappeared there. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Like, I'll be doing the 3 times round the field, and so you're kind of, I'll be sitting right in the middle of that moor to mow the next lot, which is why you've got that white line there. But yeah, this is a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. I've had a front mower on here, sometimes it really does throw it out, and it doesn't really want to put an offset in, and that's why I don't like, I usually always go for triple mowers because it's so much easier. But we will see how we get on. It seems to have it marked out quite well, so once we get onto the second run, and see what it shows us. Where, no, the guy just, where was he going there? The line just disappears, then all of a sudden it comes back. It's like here it should have it continuing. Yeah, just weird. That line should never go away, it should constantly show you it. Right, am I going to hit this gate? So I'm going to have to do that to get round it. Right, oh, so there was one in, right, so I've not done the proper outside of the field. I've went on to the second one there. Right. Weird. Right, okay. So I wasn't on the proper outside. So done, and then so right, so this is the inside one now, which, right, that's seems to be working away a treat and cutting it well, but yep, seems to be, might need to start using, I don't need to use triple mowers all the time if this is good. Maybe it's been an update of that, but I could just never get it to do it properly with these mowers, or a set of, well, set of doubles anyway. Because whether it be just didn't, it would always do the size for the one on the front and never take into the equation the one on the back, and it would always have you centred and not an offset. And oh, yeah, seems to be working a treat. So once I get another run down round the end rig, and we'll start getting up and downs done and see how we get on. So no, right in there. And then I need to go there. No, where are you going? Oh, honestly. Right, that one there, it's highlighted orange, that's the one we want to be on. I did click you for it. Right, there we go. Right, we're going to have a third run round the field. So I'll just pick it up and I'll go to the bottom of the field. Right. And start down here, the third run. Right, and away we go. So, seems to be going well. Definitely 100%. So yeah. I'll get it stuck in a time lapse so we can get on a bit and try and at least maybe hopefully get a bit of fertilising done. So what I'll do is I'll just go for here and I'll get it stuck on a time lapse, guys, and I'll catch you on the other side. Well, that's us just about finished this contract, and I actually just went really well with the GPS. On a moor like this for the first time with me for and I don't know if it's maybe because it's the modders managed to get it sorted out within the mod script for this mower. I'm not entirely sure, but it's or if it's just been me in the past, but I've managed to get this to run an absolute treat. That it's so easy to do that, yeah, it's fantastic. So probably actually going to be using this mower a lot more. It means I don't need to go to butterflies all the time to make it easy, though it is nice to go to butterflies and get the field knocked out really quickly, but it's not taking me that long to get this field knocked out, in all honesty, for the size of it. Would I say it was 7 acres or something like that? Maybe not even as much as that in all honesty, but no, it's worked out really well. So just worked up my way across the field, so get this finished. It's not much to do. Head back to the farm, and then I think I will go and get that little bit of fertilising done, and get that sorted, and that gives us a wee bit extra money, and then that should do us for this episode. And that's us made a good bit of money, done 3 contracts, and we're just about finished. I don't even know if I'll maybe get a run or 2 done, and that'll be it. There's only 1% left, so I'll just let the GPS take me wherever it wants to. Stick that down there. There we go, done, finished. So that is that. So head out to the gate, and we'll head back to the farm and ditch this. So I'll jump on, go down to contracts, completed. So yeah, we will collect that. Thank you very much. And then yeah, so fertilising. I'm just going to go for that. It's 40. Oh, there's another one for 20. Oh, what one did I do? They're right next to each other. You'd end up doing the 2 of them, wouldn't you? That's 34 grand. I'll go for that one now. It's a smaller one. Right. So I'm going to accept that. So I'm going to go back and get the fertiliser spreader and fill it. Ideally what I need is a sort of trailer with a wee hopper or something that I could take and fill up. So it means I never had to keep running back to the farm for fertiliser if I've got a big, job like that that's farther away from the farm. And I'm pretty sure there's a trailer and the spreader goes in the back of it, and you fill the hopper with the trailer, and when you're needing to top up, it just basically tips it into your fertiliser spreader. Or get a little trailer that's got a kind of auger on it. I'll maybe have a look about in the mod hub for something like that, and something that could actually use. So yeah, definitely. So get back to the farm, get this fertiliser spreader on, head up to that field and get that spread, and then that'll do us. Yeah, and it would be a shame to not do the one next to it while I'm there, but I might end up just doing that off a camera, just because this video is running on. It'll run on a wee bit as it is, so right, I'm pretty sure I can go straight through here. I can, and I came up and round a long way before, and I could have just cut through here because I wasn't paying attention. So that definitely makes things a lot easier. Yeah, because there's a field that I bailed in there, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. And then down here, there we go. It's the thing when you play a map and you've not been round it all, so you don't know all the wee shortcuts, but there we go. Quite like the look of that shed there, but I don't... So I'm all for, you know, animals and pastures and that, but I'm not... I don't really like my pastures being attached to my sheds. I like them being separate. That way, I can use the herdsman stick and move them between each other. So if you've not done that yet, or know what that is, you might have seen it in some of my videos, but the herdsman stick's absolutely fantastic and a brilliant way out with using a livestock trailer to move livestock about, and you can move a lot of livestock about. So I kind of strap it down to the front of a quad bike, and it means I can shift livestock between pastures and sheds, spring in the winter and stuff like that. So it does make a big difference. Right, so stick this fertiliser spreader on here. Right, so I'm going to go and fill it up, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing in this hopper round here, so I'm going to have to fill the hopper first to then fill this. So yeah, I'm going to jump out because I'm pretty sure I'll need to fill it first. No, too close to that. I don't need that much fertiliser. 5,000 litres will do. Right, so let's go and so what field is this? 36, so let's see this on the map. So I'm at 33 and now, so it's there. So if I cut down that bit there, perfect. Go, so right, left here, right up here, and then the next right. Try and remember that. Right, so along here. I think it's on up here on the right somewhere. There should be a track now, so it must be this one here. So take this track along here. Is this right? Yes. Take this track along, and then it goes into a dirt track. Right, and then wherever it is along and up here, because obviously the other one's along here as well, but I'll do the one now. That'll do me. So left, it's next field, so this one in here, so we'll just clamber up in here and we'll get a GPS set up. Right, so that'll do perfect. Yeah, so once around, okay. Why is there no field course detected? Right, so let's get going. Right, so spread. So let's get this done, see if we've got enough to do the field. Highly unlikely, but we'll give it a good bash. But yeah, definitely, fertilising contracts are good, but with it being such a small, it's either buy something to top this spreader up or buy a bigger spreader, depending on how much the other thing is. So yeah, I'll look into it, because coming away from a big field like this and spreading fert, to go and get fert to come back's a pain. So if you had something sitting, even a trailer with some bags on it, would be ideal. So I'm just going to bring the map up there in the bottom corner, and it just shows me, make sure I'm getting everything. But I don't mind. It's if you have to run away just to get one more fill to do this field. It's a decent sized field, but it shouldn't take long. I think it's as big as the last one I did. I might be wrong on that, but we'll but I might end up just kicking it into a time lapse just in a wee bit, just for the sole purpose of getting it done and making sure the video's not running on too long. So once I kind of turn round here at the top, guys, I'll get it stuck onto a time lapse. It kind of field narrows down in this corner, but I definitely think I'm going to need another fill, so I'm not even all the way round and I've used 30%. So yeah, I'll stick it on a time lapse, guys, and I'll catch you on the other side. Right, that's us nearly finished this, and you'll have seen from that I made an absolute mess of that. For some reason in my head I thought the GPS lines were running up and down the hill, up and down that way, not going across the way. So the GPS, when I hit it, it said it had it on the line, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, I was like, this just isn't right. So it's done anyway. Contract is finished, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to just jump in here and collect that money there. So that's that. So that's us up to 72,000. We've spent a wee bit between fertiliser and bits and bobs. So I think that'll do us for this episode. It's probably went on long enough, so I'm going to head back to the farm. But yeah, it's a bit of variety today in the episode, so I hope you have all enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying this little series. I'm enjoying it myself, actually. I'm quite enjoying doing this and not having to do normal, like, as I say, farming stuff and that. You can just kind of See, with contracts, you're not kind of having to plan out what you're going to do. You can just jump into the contract, see what's available to do, and go and do them if you've got the stuff. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying it, and I must admit I'm kind of enjoying it more than my other Let's Play series. So whether this ends up taking precedence, I don't know, but no, I'm enjoying it, so I hope you guys are enjoying it too. So if you are, don't forget to subscribe, give us that thumbs up, it all does help with the channel. Again, keep plugging it every episode, but if you want, join my Discord. If you want to kind of show me farm builds and show me what you're doing, I do like seeing what everybody else is up to. It gives me ideas as well as me giving other people ideas. But yeah, apart from that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.